Jack.
Mike?
How you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Are you the one that messaged Jamie last night?
Yeah, I did. And it's funny because I ended up at a spot way down there, like off to the right. I got this footage of me like going on the tops of the, you know how like there's like the divots in the road?
Yeah, yeah.
I was going on the top part and part of the side of the road.
Yeah.
I got the coolest picture. There's like that much like travel in between.
Were you dragging?
No, because I was on the high part.
Okay.
Yeah,
Getting a little tour of Jax's rig.
Yeah, well, kind of, right?
And I thought, well, I didn't know exactly how tall you were, so I thought, well.
Well, I lost a couple inches on the floor and the subfloor.
Right,
so, but a quick tour is that all the wood here is from Utah. This is this used to be a barn rafter. This is wood from the 1890s. It has a square nail holes in there.
Awesome.
From the blacksmith.
Where'd you find that at?
A place in Salt Lake City called is it something Got Good Wood or Old Wood or something like that.
Sweet.
I got the most comfortable bed ever. Yoga bed, memory foam mattress. Yeah. I got a toilet in here. I call it the dump trunk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you've done the vlog on that one there.
Yeah, that's where all the magic happens.
Yeah, I think that's exactly where you put it in the vlog, man.
Yep. Yeah, I got this one at Home Depot. It's just a regular fridge.
Is it 12 volt?
Yeah. Well, no.
It's 110.
But yeah, it's
they're not efficient like the solar ones, but
right. But it's also not $1,000 like the Dometics.
Is this considered a short?
Yeah. So this is the biggest short bus you can get. This is a 5-window, and it's the dually, the wide body.
So this has got to be 8, right? 8 foot.
Yeah, it's like 7'10" wide. It's got 5 windows. The smaller one you can get is the 4 windows.
Right.
And then you can either get the wide body dually like mine, or you can get the narrower one, which is essentially kind of like a glorified van, almost kind of like your van.
Yeah. Still a dually, just smaller.
No.
Oh, it's not a dually.
Yeah. The dualies are the wide ones. Like this one had a real short route. It was, it's 13 years old, but when I bought it, it only had 103,000 miles. That's why I flew all the way to Philly to get it.
So did it come with the 7.3?
Yeah. See, that's why I went to go get it. It's a 7.3, no handicap doors, and it was a 5-window wide body.
What year is it?
2003.
Okay, so it's
so it's the last year of that good engine.
What's the wood on the floor?
Oh, so this is a mixed species hardwood. This is from the Northeast. I got it from a kind of a boutique-y kind of place in Austin. If I did it over, I would go with more of like a waterproof kind of thing, because this is real delicate. And
is it?
Oh man, when it rains, you can see I already damaged part of it on the bottom step there. Okay. See what I mean?
Yeah.
It just disintegrates.
Really?
So
what kind of wood is it?
I'm gonna go back to cooking, guys.
It said it was mixed species. I don't know if it's oak or hickory or. Well, it's not in a lot of pictures, but right now I just have a little storage thing going on. I really should have built it with more efficiency in mind, because
now is this part of the old wood too, same as the other one, the other cabinet?
Yeah, we would just go in there. You see, this is unfinished, and we would just pick out pieces of wood and put everything together. Like this one, we had to cut and joint together and glue to make the countertop, but it was just a 16-foot rafter from a barn.
But it looks cool.
Yeah, it looks real cool.
You did a nice job on it.
Thanks. Yeah.
So how about the roof? Did you just paint it?
Yeah, this is just chalkboard paint. I wanted to do wood over the whole thing, but I also wanted to
more
hit
space too.
Yeah, I know. It's like every little half inch or inch. It's give and take, But it's alright. It looks good,
Oh, it does.
So it's probably 2 layers though, right? It's not just all.
Well, you can see right here. It's
okay. So it's insulated pretty good.
It's insulated and everything. This is just standard school bus.
Yep.
I like the interior. I think you've done a nice job on it.
Thank you. I'm most proud about this because I did this all myself.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. These are just copper pipes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Copper pipes. It's like the cheapest fix ever.
Slick.
Oh, yeah, it is.
You have to put a little back plate on the other side of this little bracket here
to hold it out.
These are end caps. You just drill a little hole through it and then go right in there. Okay. But I put LEDs in. Let me show you.
Wow.
So
I like that now.
Yeah.
I think you've done a vlog on it.
Yeah. So you can, multi-color. But that's a lot of fun. So it's just a long strip.
Yep.
It looks good.
Then the AC, I had it match the... This is just cedar tongue and groove, and I just burned it with a propane torch.
Just to give a little texture, yeah.
Little color, yeah. Victron Energy Cyrix. It's a battery combiner. It was like $50.
Yeah, he
It's
said
not-
a solar place put it in for him.
Yeah.
Well, if you can show it to me,
Yeah.
I can give you an idea real quick.
Sure. But I highly recommend it. I mean, for people who drive a lot like me, this is probably better than solar because anytime your engine is going,
You're charging.
you're charging your battery.
Great choice in batteries.
Thank you. Yeah. So that's a 255. Whole setup is so there's the battery combiner. Here's a little breaker.
Oh, great, 200 amp breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine on 2-watt wire.
Yeah.
It's bitching.
Yeah. So, and then I got 320 watts of solar up top.
Yeah, it says right here 3 over 0.
Mm.
That's big.
Well, it's running like 12 feet all the way to the
Yeah,
to the
that's
alternator.
killer.
So yeah, they
That's
did
great.
they did a good job, and they fixed up some stuff. I had like the stuff you get at Home Depot, which is the wrong kind of wire. It had like 4 wires inside, so it was looking all ugly before this, and then they rewired it. So.
Well, that looks all great.
So the AC is factory. It runs off of the front. It's actually there's a separate fan button right here to activate that. But this is the one thing that I was promised worked, and they lied to me, and it cost me a couple $1,000s to fix. So this I just put the same wood on there, just kind of custom cut it around. But let me tell you, a nightmare. It was a complete.
Now you have a generator run that?
It runs off of the engine.
Oh, it does?
So, yeah, it's
Okay.
one whole unit. You just turn on the rear fan.
So you just do
and
it
turn
just to
off.
kind of cool the bus down a little
Yeah,
bit. You wouldn't
I
want to
re-
just continue on running.
I drove through Texas in the summertime with no AC. I got heat exhaustion.
Will
It's-
the regular AC of the cab kind of keep it going while you're driving?
Nah,
It's still pretty hot.
Yeah, you need the back unit, and you know
Both of them
it
going.
runs off of this unit. So you just turn the fan on to get the to get the cool air coming out.
But it's a different separate compressor and everything. In
the
that.
same one.
Oh, it runs up.
Well,
the
actually,
same
there's 2. Yeah, there's here. I can show you on the outside. Whatever it's called, compressor condenser, it's a thing that runs off the belts. One of them in here. But here is, this is for the rear unit. So it's got a separate accumulator. The front has a accumulator as well. So there's 2. So yeah, it kicks ass.
one. Now, what can you say about the outside?
Oh, well, the outside. So this wrap was all done by Virgin Mobile. This is perforated. And it's just a giant sticker. They wanted to have fun, and they designed the whole thing. I just gave a thumbs up to it.
Nice.
But that's where the solar panels are up top. And then I used liquid nails, fuse it, and I put
What do you got?
AstroTurf on top.
Putting green up there?
You can do whatever you want up there. I just have lunch up there once in a while.
Is it just for just easier to walk on?
It's
Is
just
that
for
what-
shits and giggles.
Yeah.
It was $100. Building a deck would have been, if I paid somebody, who knows, $500, $1,000, and I'm on a budget, so
Yep.
I can't be spending that kind of money on every little toy or tweak that I want for it.
Do you have any outside storage anywhere?
No, but I was thinking about maybe putting some propane tanks on the other side where this is, and then run them up.
Is this still functional?
Yes. Yeah. This still function. The other side's a stop sign. Is just a sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now is the back door sealed? Or
No,
still accessible?
Yeah, I have storage back there, so I just kind of have.
So you have storage under your bed?
Yeah, half and half. So half of the bed goes back storage, half of it's front storage, and I just have it tied off. But yeah, you should go up top, man. You'd be surprised what 10 feet can do for your view.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, so you can't really see in with the graphics on
Not
there,
during
but you
the
can
daytime.
see out great.
At nighttime, if I have lights on inside, then you can see in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb up there if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
please do.
Here's the top of Jax's rig. It's an awesome idea with this AstroTurf, whatever you call it. And then there's the solar panels up here.
Being stealth and missing?
Well, you reside in Venice a lot, right? So
Well, I'm on the road.
yeah.
So generally what I do is it's a game I play. It's called Where Am I Gonna Park Tonight? And if I see a big rig pulled off to the side of the road, if I'm on public lands, that's okay. If this one time when I was passing through Oregon, I parked at the opening gates to where some cattle ranch property was. It was plenty wide, so I just figured, like, number one, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Number two, if it is a problem, somebody could just ask me to move.
Right.
You know. But
So if you are in the city, you're just trying to get like
this thing is not stealth at all. If I park in the city, I'm parking in Walmart if it's okay.
Yep.
A truck stop, or any kind of industrial kind of space, or I like rest stops and things like that, because depending on the state, you're allowed to stay overnight at the rest areas. But yeah,
And it's plenty doable. It just may take you a little longer to find your spot, right?
well, here's the thing. Like, if you're going from, say, San Diego to Los Angeles, 2 hours to drive there, more or less, right? Well, what's the difference if you drive 1.5 hours one day, park outside the city, and do the remaining half an hour the next day? Either way, it's going to take you 2 hours, right?
Right.
So that's kind of my thinking, is I like to stop in between the destinations, so then it can drive in during the day and stuff like that. But in the city of Los Angeles, it is not illegal to be homeless. So anywhere in the Los Angeles city part, you can live in a vehicle legally. So don't worry about. They just sometimes have height restrictions.
Right.
and
I've seen the
parking.
signs on
Yeah.
streets where they are not above
Yeah.
8 or whatever.
But anybody visiting who lives in a vehicle, traveling in an RV, feel free.
Yep.
Have at it. Just watch out for the parking rules.
Cool.
But
Do you find these lookout mirrors real handy?
these
Yeah.
are useless. Unless I'm doing like a U-turn and I can see the curb in the mirror a little bit. But as far as like driving, these ones are great. These ones, it's like I can check and see my tire spinning or my headlights.
But you just like the look of them on or
I
overfunction?
just feel like it helps sometimes. Most of the time it doesn't, but in some situations it can. And it's a big vehicle, and the last thing I want to do is get into an accident, you know.
Right.
How it works.
It's really happy.
So you have this little thing.
Okay, so he's got that.
It locks here. So in order to lock up the bus,
Oh, I
Without-
see. You'll go out the
you have to
driver's
leave
door.
through the driver door every time.
Right.
So the big buses that don't have doors on the side, they will have like a little lock.
Okay.
Sometimes it's like right here or on the inside, because that's the only way that the bus driver gets in and out and locks it securely.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Cool, man. Thanks for this. Thanks for the
Yeah.
tour. I'll
And if-
send people to your
Yeah,
channel as
and
well if they want any.
And if anybody is considering a school bus, it is a fantastic idea. Get a 7.3 liter diesel. Don't mess with the 6.0. Pay anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000 depending on how many miles, and make sure the air conditioning works, because if not, it's expensive. And
And you said this particular model stopped in 2003.
yeah, the 7.3 liter turbo that I have,
You know when they
it's
started?
a last year. It's a 2003. So if you get it from First Student, make sure they don't lie to you. Make sure it's in writing and paper. Or you can get it at Don Brown, Midwest Transit, a few other places.
Sweet. And what's a good place to search for them? Where did you like start looking for it?
I looked everywhere. Craigslist, search Tempest, which searches all the Craigslists, eBay. I mean, everywhere. KSL in Utah, which is like the Utah Craigslist. And then I started calling around dealers, but somebody wanted, even for something like this, somebody wanted like 15 grand, $15,000, because he's like, oh, it's okay for California emissions. Well, guess what? All of them are okay for California emissions, you know. But I had to fly to the East Coast and get this one and drive it back. And watch out for rusty buses. If it's on the East Coast
Yeah.
and it's in the Salt Belt, you're gonna have some major damage on the underbody of the school bus. So and drive slow because you'll get better gas mileage.
Thanks again, Jack.
You got it.